Welcome to the DaTreeHouse Podcast. I'm your host, Smokey, and he is...
Gojira.
And he is...
RubberDucky.
That was such... Never mind, you're an asshole for that.
How so?
For being slow.
Well, I'm not, there's a reason Flash is my favorite superhero, alright? Because he's fast and I am not.
Okay. I thought it was Iron Man.
Oh, he's Marvel. And even within Marvel,
You
it's
just said
Spider-Man.
he was a superhero, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you say DC?
I think he said...
Favorite superhero over...
Did you say DC? I didn't hear DC.
No,
I did not. I didn't say DC, but I've never said Iron Man was my absolute favorite hero. The character that I've loved, the superhero I've loved the most, definitely Wally West Flash.
I was just going to ask you which Flash, and I'm glad you picked that as your answer. He's the best one, for sure.
I mean, probably because I've grown up with Wally West Flash.
Justice League cartoon?
Exactly.
Hell
And some of the comics and whatnot here and there. But yeah, Wally West. Barry Allen, cool. Wally West, he's the shit.
Yeah.
What about
Also
the new
apparently
one?
faster than Barry.
What about the new one, Impulse?
Not a
Bart
fan.
Allen.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
He's whatever, but that's only based on Young Justice.
Apparently
Bart Allen?
No, he's
an actual character.
Yeah.
No. What I mean by that is, my opinion on him is whatever, based on his portrayal in Young Justice.
Oh. So it's like if he's portrayed in the Flash TV show or in, say, Teen Titans, like the actual thing, you would think of him maybe differently.
Depends on how they portray him, yeah. But my only real
caveat.
What's what I'm looking for? Exposure to him is that show, Young Justice.
Oh.
I haven't read about him in the comic, so
Same here.
I'm still a big fan of Wally West just because of his lighthearted way to do things. Like my favorite part in Young Justice.
Wally West, Bruce Wayne.
No, that's a Batman moment. That's not really a Flash moment. But like my favorite Flash, one of my favorite Flash moments, especially in Young Justice.
That's a giant dinosaur.
Yeah, I thought Batman was a detective.
You were saying?
Is that moment in the episode? I believe it's called Hereafter. It's the episode after they were in the psychic world, like training, where they didn't know everything was going to go wrong and everyone died around them, and that because Miss Martian thought that Artemis died for real.
That one.
It was that whole shit. But it's the episode after where they're with
Artemis Black. You're gonna tell Wally, right?
When they were Black Canary, and she's like trying to ask them what's wrong, and telling him how he reacted really strongly when Artemis died.
Not necessarily that part. That part's cool, but I'm saying specifically
don't you dare tell Wally.
No, when Artemis or not Artemis, when Black Canary is like, Wally, are you trying to tell me that after watching all your friends die, going on a mission to your death, that you're peachy? And it's like, pretty sure I didn't say peachy, but yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. It's like, Wally, you're in denial. I'm okay with that.
I'd rather talk about you, babe.
Yeah.
Man, hitting on the teacher.
Fucking Wally West. My favorite fucking Flash. Just because he's so fucking fun. And he's a kind-hearted guy.
His best...
You remember that when he interacted with the Trickster?
Yes!
Well, is it from the Justice League?
Yes. He's like, no.
Dude, you're in the costume again. Oh, shit.
I am? Well, you know. Look, tune yourself in, right?
Yeah,
Got me again, Flash. Thumbs up.
No, it's just straight up like, wait, you just got the info from him? Yeah. What is he gonna do? He's just gonna run loose. Like, don't forget to turn yourself in. You got me. We'll play darts.
So cool.
The phone kind.
My favorite Flash moment is probably the Christmas episode when he gives Ultra Humanite the little Christmas tree.
Yes,
That's a great scene.
Because it's like a moment where Flash is like, Christmas is ruined for these little kids that I tried to save it for.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even care what you do to me, Grodd. Or not Humanite. I don't even care what you do to me right now. I can't save Christmas for them right now. Yeah. And it's like, all right, villain and superhero, let's call it truth, for Christmas.
That's such a nice little episode before it all goes to shit with the hospital thing.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That broke my heart.
One of my all-time favorites, I can't remember exactly.
Wait. Was it... Well, you're naked to Grodd. Was it that moment?
No. It was a different word. Shit. I'm pretty sure it was from the Justice League animated series. It wasn't the one where the episode was dedicated to Flash. Shit.
The one where it's like the one with the Trickster where it's
it was dedicated all to him, but it was another one where I vaguely remember this.
Describe it. I know every episode of
No, I'm getting
League.
bits and pieces. I don't know the entire thing. I can't pull them together.
That's what, give me bits and pieces. The
Flash is in it. That's the only thing I
Flash
have.
is practically in every episode.
That's the problem. I was like, oh shit, I know this episode.
What does he do?
I don't remember.
Crap.
I'm grasping at straws.
So your favorite episode is an episode One of your favorite episodes is an episode where you can't describe anything that fucking happens
except
aside from Flash is in it.
No, it's there and it's gone, just like Flash.
You son of a bitch.
Fuck you.
Boo.
Ah, shit. Cover for me. I gotta think about this now.
Fine.
Right.
In the meantime, speaking of other redheads, Kathy Griffin.
No, speaking of Flash, though.
Okay, fine. We're not gonna segue. All right.
We'll segue to that in a little bit.
Okay, but I like my segue.
I like your segue. It was good.
Right.
That was good. I approve.
Okay.
I've actually been watching the Flash TV show.
Oh, okay.
Season 1.
Okay.
Because you've told me, well, I said prior, I don't care. I'm not getting invested in any more of these fucking CW shows because they don't fucking matter to anything. It's not like Marvel where it's like, here's the movie universe with the TV, with the Netflix. It's all one thing. I'm not going to get invested in Arrow where it's completely different from Gotham, where it's completely different from Supergirl, I think. And it's completely different from the movies.
And I haven't seen Gotham, but fuck Gotham.
Yeah, I don't know if that's about
Apparently
Gotham.
it's gotten lower rating.
But I did tell Smokey, it's like, hey, I will give it a chance when they introduce only if they introduce Wally West
as a
speedster, which apparently they did.
Yep.
A couple months ago. At this point,
No,
maybe
he was in last season and he's in this season, or technically.
Well, whenever he fucking showed up and you told me.
Season 1.
I finally started season 1 and I'm very much enjoying it.
Did you finish season 1?
No, I got up to episode, I think. I'm in the middle of episode 11
Okay.
because I spent.
Are there like 13 episodes or 20?
There's like 23 for the first season.
Yeah.
So
it's a good build up. It's a fucking amazing build up.
It's pretty good. I'm making my way through it.
Downtown?
Damn it!
I'm walking past, but it's because of the night shift that I've recently been working, where it's like 10 to 6 in the morning, and it's because it's the night shift. I can just be on my phone, and even the supervisor are like, "Hey, you can be on your phone. It doesn't matter." I've just been on Netflix the entire time. Not the entire time.
Majority.
I didn't really plan too much of Netflix. So what I spent a lot of my time doing is reorganizing my YouTube playlist because I had like over 110 or so videos in my watch later. Fucking watched them and got them the fuck out of there. And I had a whole playlist of over like 80 videos of iTunes of songs that I want to download. Fucking watched them, marked them whether or not I actually downloaded them, and for some reason never got rid of them. And I deleted. I fucking reorganized all that shit, and I was watching Flash. But Kathy Griffin, what did you say about Kathy Griffin?
Speaking of redheads, you mean?
Speaking of redheads.
Kathy Griffin. So recently she pulled this stunt with the Trump head. You guys hear about that?
I vaguely remember that.
You vaguely remember this.
I vaguely remember a bloody head.
Ago. Yeah.
No, it was barely on like Just Kidding Films. Like I just was like, oh look, Kathy Griffin did this. Like,
oh yeah, you still watch those guys, huh?
Every once in a while they pull up good articles. All right. Every once in a while.
The only thing I remember from that really is
Julie.
Gia.
Geo.
Is the girl.
Geo.
I remember.
Her name is Geo?
Yes, not Gia.
I thought it was Gia.
It's Geo.
Is it? That sounds like a dude's name.
It's Geo.
It's Giovanni Von something else.
Again, Giovanni, a dude's name.
It's like a shorter version of like some lady's name. I don't really fucking know, but it's Geo.
All right, whatever. I remember. I believe it's Julie or whoever the
Julie.
fuck you said you showed me a video where they were doing discussing something about
stuntman for one of the Power Rangers.
Something about Power Rangers, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then she got something completely wrong. I'm like, I'm out. You've lost me. You could have had a new viewer, but you lost me. You got one not at all important, but very easy to find fact about Power Rangers wrong, and I'm out. And I never looked back.
You're an idiot. She's known to fuck up words whenever she's trying to host like that too. Facts wrong. It's just straight up whenever she reads the article. She didn't background check. She just here's the article. I'll background check later. They go through different hosts and shit. One of them is what was that one chick's name? Tiffany. She actually does background checks and everybody seems to like her more. But
is it because she's actually background checking?
Yeah, she actually like. I did a little bit of research. I was wondering because I know you guys are gonna ask about this. Julie never does fucking background checks. Like, here's the article. Here's all the information I got from this article only. The new host, the alternate host, but the current one is Tiffany, where she's like, I know that guy's gonna ask about how this affects the climate. I know he's gonna ask about how this affects his world domination scheme. I know for sure he's gonna be an asshole to Geo just about McDonald's for anything. And it's like she actually preps ahead. Like, okay, that's good.
All right, so I might give it a second chance, but like just off the bat right there, where it's like, hey, we're talking about this subject, and you could it takes 2 seconds to figure out. I don't even remember what she got wrong, but it takes 2 seconds to figure out.
So mad, like,
it's not that I was mad that she got it wrong because
I can tell you now. When I was watching it, she's known for fucking up facts and mispronouncing words.
It was the fact that it's something so simple to just like you don't have. It's not like a thing where it's like who was the villain in episode whatever of season whatever. It's like here's this thing where it's like it's something as simple as like what were the 5 original colors, and she named fucking green as one of the original like 5 colors.
I see.
It's like no, you're wrong. There was a Green Ranger. Maybe that was a bad example, but it's like if she names like
he was an original.
Yeah, so. But it's like what were the original Rangers? Fucking what was their theme? Like clearly it was dinosaurs. And then she just like doesn't know, so she just says
a Pokemon.
Fucking or cars because that's one of the seasons she remembers. Mm-hmm. It was the fact that it was something so simple that it takes like 2 seconds to figure out and look up, and she just didn't bother. And then they had this whole discussion about this subject that they knew nothing about.
And it was wrong.
Yeah, and it was based on this wrong information. So it's like, all right, you've lost me. You're not talking about it the proper news at that point.
They were talking about a guy who got stabbed, a stuntman for the Power Rangers. Like, oh, they got this information wrong about the Power Rangers, not the article in question. I'm out. Like, are you stupid?
No, it's the fact that they just dismiss it as not important that they get something completely wrong.
But it's important to you. That's why
the sad part is the editors actually have to do that to edit that stuff out. All right, so you're telling me that you hate them just because like they fucked up this one info, they went off on a side tangent. It's like they fucked up the info, they never went back to it. It's like the editors like legitimately like they've admitted, yeah, half the time they literally go off the rants. We just keep all the good stuff in there.
It's just the fact that it's like how to describe it because I'm not necessarily going. Obviously, I'm not necessarily a fan of theirs. You showed me the video.
Some of their stuff is actually really interesting. I thought this was cool.
Their opinions and whatnot were interesting because every now and again you send me a random one of their videos. But it's just that I don't think of these people as actual. I mean, journalists would be the wrong term, or like news reporters is still the wrong term. But like, I don't think of these people as people reporting.
Here's an article. What's your opinion on it? That's all they do.
Yeah, but then the fact that it's that they so easily dismiss something that's wrong, but they could easily find out.
Well, it's just their opinion on something that they don't care too much about. So they're going to take.
Then why do a video on it?
They're going to take it at face value.
About the article of the guy getting stabbed.
It's like, they got the. They're going to take it. They're going to take it at face value. Not everyone is going to know everything that you know about it.
Clearly,
maybe they were not big fans.
I don't know everything that you guys know.
Maybe they weren't fans of big fans of Power Rangers growing up, so they don't care to look for it because they figured, oh well. They get the gist of it.
Anyway. No, they get the gist of the Power Rangers because most of them, like, they came from, like, a gangster background, so they don't have time to stay at home.
Yeah, do you honestly think their fans are really those kind of, fans who might be more into it? Maybe some of them are.
Some of the fans are just straight up into the articles, the legit entirety of the articles.
Or they
10% Power Rangers.
Or they just want to see Bart and freaking... What's his name? No.
Joe?
Bart and Joe represent. And Joe be hot. So, yeah.
She's pregnant.
What?
She's pregnant now.
Okay. Like that dismisses her from being hot? Maybe for you.
I don't know. She's married to Bart now.
I know, that's really good.
That's his name?
Good for them.
Yeah.
Bart. His name is Bart.
Dude?
Yeah. Bartholomew. That's his name.
Yeah. The big muscly Marine dude. Yeah.
He's a Marine too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Marine, and his name is Bart.
These are all things that I did not know. Because I from the random
videos. Did you know
video.
that he's Uncle Sam?
I did not know that, no.
Yeah.
That's a fucking good one. I remember vaguely seeing him with like some seal fucking hat and just...
Yes, and crying.
Yeah,
that was the first thing I ever saw.
That was the first thing I was dying laughing. Get the fuck out of my face, motherfucker! And he starts crying like an Asian.
How it was like, all one cut. Oh my god! And he transitioned from being a black dude to an Asian dude. It's so funny.
Imagine like what was it? You had like a seal doll. You put that on your head as a hat. And you play a crying Asian boy, and at the same time, a tough black dude in one fucking cut. And the black dude's robbing the Asian boy.
It was just really funny.
And he was just, please, don't hurt me.
Those are good times, man. Those are like really early internet YouTube videos.
I'm pretty sure like this first, second, maybe third. He teamed up with Joe, who was like the most smartest gangster I've ever fucking heard.
Incredible together. Anyway, we're going really like
Sorry.
I want to go back to the whole Kathy Griffin thing for a second because the argument here is that she shouldn't have done what she did, and she has
huge backlash.
She has huge backlash, and it's a matter of whether or not she really can push the First Amendment that way, freedom of speech. What do you guys think?
She can.
She can.
I think so too. I mean, she's a comedian.
She is a comedian.
She's known for pushing boundaries a little too close to breaking point.
Yeah, but at the same time, she has a right to do it.
She has every right to do it, but the whole backlash that she received is I believe. I haven't looked up too much, but I'm assuming based on Trump supporters being idiots that they're saying like, oh, that something about freedom of speech, like she
used it incorrectly.
She used it incorrectly, which she didn't.
Remember,
Trump is the only one that could really impede on her right to do that because he is now the government.
No. You're forgetting. I'm pretty
unfortunately.
sure these are the same people that when Obama was president, where it was like burning him in effigy, doing this to them. There are pictures of him
giving him that inspirational hang in there with a noose around his neck.
Yeah, when they're making usernames like Obama Banana Eater and shit like that, which I've seen. So.
It's like I don't understand how these Trump supporters can be so stupid. Well. It's like literally the smartest first woman in the entire history of the United States is Michelle Obama with 2 fucking degrees from black. Ivy League. She's black. Who is the next smartest first lady ever?
The secretary.
I mean, the actual first lady.
Maybe Hillary, just because she ran for president.
That doesn't make her the smartest.
No. Yeah, I say secretary only because she has to manage everybody's fucking schedules, and that's a fucking nightmare.
But she's not the first lady.
No, you said smartest lady. I was like, probably the secretary.
Smartest first lady.
Okay, that's a whole different
I believe that time you said first lady, but I don't know for sure. I believe I heard you say it. Yeah. So.
Smartest first lady. Clearly it's Michelle Obama way at the front. And then...
Book smart wise.
Yeah, she's got 2 goddamn degrees. She's smart. She knows what the fuck she's doing. Who is anywhere near her? Does any first lady have 1 college degree from an Ivy League? I don't know.
I assume Hillary, but I don't know.
I would think probably Hillary. Maybe Bush's wife. Maybe. I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't even know.
I actually don't know shit about Bush's wife. Either of the Bushes.
Shit, he had a wife?
It's like he had a wife?
I mean... Yeah, but...
No, I'm sure he did.
Nothing comes to mind in regards to who was the smartest, first lady in the Oval Office before Michelle Obama.
I'm pretty sure she's smart, like book smart, but applying her book smarts to people who aren't as book smarter, it doesn't really work out. I mean her lunch program flopped, but it's like, oh, it's working great. It's like, no.
You're talking about Michelle?
Yeah.
I don't know about her lunch program.
It was like some weird thing to have people eat more. It's like, or eat healthier. It's like, dude, why not do what the Japanese people do?
Ban fat people?
Drift? No, besides the drifting part. Okay.
If you ain't out of control, you ain't in control.
No, it's...
Fast and Furious!
Dick! It was,
I just think of that song in the Tomater.
I think it was...
video.
The Japanese, their school program is completely changed. The first year is like straight up teaching manners. They didn't get homework till like the 4th or 5th grade.
Oh, man.
Teaching manners. Second one is like, clean up after yourself, you fucking morons. And
I somehow don't believe that in any part where a child's in school, they don't have homework in Japan.
No, they have it later in life.
No, not later in life. I'm talking about, I flat out do not believe.
Come out the womb.
Come out the womb and the doctor's like, here's your homework. Learn how to breathe by the end of the day.
No, that's parents. School is completely different. But like first grade, manners, second grade, clean up, or I'm pretty sure still in first grade, clean up after yourselves. Because they take turns.
Again, are they in public school?
Yes.
Then I do not believe for a second that they are in a public school and they are not given homework of some kind.
Let's go to Japan and find out.
No, it's like, I've seen a lot of fucking things about this. Like, let me finish. Manners.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Manners is one. Second one's clean up after yourselves because they'll rotate. If you're a piece of shit in the classroom and you make it dirty, you make it for somebody else, when it's your turn, they're just going to leave it a whole fucking mess, even worse. So, like, manners, take turns to clean up after yourselves, recycle. Then for, like, lunch and shit, they actually have to work for that. It's like, who's the cafeteria servers?
Wait. Child labor in Japan?
It's something where it's like, clean your goddamn plate.
Okay.
Something to that degree.
See, I've seen other stuff that is similar-ish, but still different.
Because it has homework?
Yeah, I still refuse
Homework. Here, eat this chicken.
No. I'm talking about, like, let's say they enter kindergarten. They do get their homework, like learn your Japanese ABCs and your Japanese
beer until
color.
you finish your tequila.
No.
That's Mexico.
That's definitely Mexico. Well, they drink some of that sake over there.
Sorry, go ahead.
But it's basically from the moment they enter kindergarten, if they even have kindergarten, I'm not entirely sure.
Don't know.
Let's just say first grade. First ever year of public school.
Sure.
They are given schoolwork. They are given homework. But as part of the curriculum, like, hey, we're going to learn math. We're going to learn Japanese. We're going to learn English for some reason. We're going to learn history. And we're going to learn manners. Like, that's part of the curriculum. And that's part of the homework that they do get. And the whole thing about the whole child labor thing, it's not that they child labor. It's like, hey, students, you're using this classroom. You respect it. You're the one that's going to clean it. Janitor's not going to clean it. Because we have no janitor. You are the janitors. If you want this classroom to be clean tomorrow, you will leave it clean today. And it's like, during lunch, it's like, hey, students, if you want your lunch, you gotta go wash the dishes. You gotta go get the utensils. You gotta serve your fellow students. Yep. And then you get your own food. And then tomorrow, this class will be the servers. And then the next day, this class will be the servers. And then it rotates out.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's good. It teaches them that, hey, respect this shit. Because if you don't respect it, you're gonna suffer. Because if you treat this room like shit, you're gonna be in that room that looks like shit, and that's gonna be all on you.
I think like she was also like, let's have a balanced meal. It's like you're gonna try and make people eat less of the fried delicious chicken, eat more broccoli. It's like you kind of
broccoli's fine. I like broccoli.
You could have just gone with the route of like the French, just have like small 12 meals a day or 9.
That's more of a metabolism thing.
And just have like small portions so they can build metabolism and they can stay thin that way.
They do what you do for Comic-Con. Just like have Cheez-Its, have snacks during the entire fucking day and you're good.
That's not necessarily healthy though.
I mean, same concept, but I don't know if it helps.
You choose to eat the unhealthy thing. The French is like, I'm just gonna have like...
Bullshit! I have granola bars and that shit as well.
You just admit it. It's not healthy. It's like...
You named Cheez-Its and what was the other thing?
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its and more Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
that is not healthy, which is why I also take granola bars and like other shit that is healthy.
You said other unhealthy things.
No. It's like I take some Cheez-Its and I take granola bars and I take fiber bars.
Wait, when we go to
because they look like brownies.
When we go to Comic-Con, are those like little cookies the only healthy thing we eat all the time?
Yes.
Like everything else is just unhealthy the entire time.
What little the
granola bars?
The granola bars and the little like.
Well, I mean, those are the only healthy thing I eat because you fuckers don't like them.
I like them okay. I just choose not to eat them if I have to.
All right, let me rephrase that. I'm the only one that eats them because you fuckers don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling you, it's like just have.
Which I offer, and you guys just say no.
You say like, oh, it's healthier. This like
I've had it.
Say the French is like.
I've had it more than
cup
him,
of like
for sure.
Like
definitely, that fucker's never seen a granola bar in his life.
Actually, that's not true.
All right, sorry. You've seen them, but you don't go near them.
No, actually, I've tried a couple. Not that good.
Somehow, I don't believe this.
It needs more chocolate.
That's because they're not good.
They're great.
They're just healthier.
No, it's
they're like Frosted Flakes. They're great.
I was just gonna freaking say.
No, dude, it's for me. It's like it's a taste thing. It's like I want more sweet, something lighter or heavier.
The ones you get, the Nature Valley ones, those are fine.
Yeah,
those are the ones. Yeah, I like them fine.
The peanut butter ones are
those
good.
are fine. I even get like some that are like chocolatey, like drizzled on them or whatever the fuck.
There have been some I got. I don't know what brand, but it just freaking sucks. Who knows? Maybe it was like
Nature Valley. I just still prefer.
But Nature Valley just
those are good.
Yeah, I usually get Nature Valley
and tastes good.
And Cheez-It brand Cheez-Its.
Cheez-It brand Cheez-Its.
There's usually a third snack that I get. I don't remember what it is though.
I think those are called cheeseburgers.
No. There's always a third snack, but I don't.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. There is something else.
There is something else that I always get that I can't remember.
It's always filled up in the bags.
But I know the day or two before Comic-Con, when I go to the store and I buy the Cheez-Its and the granola bars, that third thing is gonna be there. And
Wait,
that's it.
Didn't you say Fig Newtons?
I don't think I've ever eaten a Fig Newton.
Okay, then
I have those things. Are delicious.
Those I do like.
I don't even know what a Fig Newton looks like. To be honest,
those things that cook those things that Stewie wants to eat when Lois was the man.
And it's like an orgy in his mouth.
That doesn't tell me nothing.
It's his words.
This was before. This was before Stewie turned gay.
Which I fucking hate gay Stewie.
It was like just buff. I think it was no. Yeah. It was Buff Lois. Where it's like oh I need a pre-workout. Help me out. And fucking Peter's just downstairs just eating them. Those are my cookies. Go away, Stewie. Daddy needs to be alone. Peter, what happened?
Wait,
Lois was the man.
I don't think that's the same episode.
Yeah, those are entirely different episodes, I think.
Okay, now I'm missing.
I mean, yes, he had. Those are graham crackers Peter was eating, not Fig Newtons.
Okay.
The Fig Newtons, I want to remember this. I feel so autistic. The Fig Newtons that Stewie was eating was when he was when he wanted to control Chris. If I could command the size of that Leviathan, that's that episode.
Oh yes. I'll have what he's having.
That's the episode.
I mean, I vaguely remember that episode. I've not seen Family Guy in years. Probably helps that I don't actually have TV in my room. I have a TV, but there's nothing connected to it aside from Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
Watching it is just
the important stuff.
Proves that people are stupider and stupider. Like I can't handle this much.
Hey, make America great again.
Just cleanse the goddamn gene pool. I'm so tired of this shit.
Speaking of the gene pool, did you see the idiotic video of that jackass who thought, hey, I'm going to prove that the world is flat by taking a level on a plane.
You mean a spirit ruler?
Sure.
It's a bubble leveler, damn it.
It's a fucking level.
Yeah.
There's no reason to call it a bubble level. What level do you see that doesn't generally have a bubble in it?
I think
the bottom of the sea.
He's calling it a bubble level because there's just a bubble period all the time.
The old one was like some like spirit wand or some shit like that.
We're not talking about that shit.
No. They had to change the name to the level because the old one was like, what the fuck is this? Who the fuck uses a spirit level? What the fuck is that? Just use this thing. Use the level.
Listen, my spirit level is high enough to make me a captain of the Gote 13. All right.
So he puts it on a plane.
so he puts it on a plane, and his whole mentality is that if the Earth is indeed round, then the plane would be flying at like a downward angle the entire time. Shut up. That the plane would be flying at a downward angle, and therefore the level would be like tilted forward because the plane is tilted forward because it's going around the Earth. And he time-lapsed the video of him going of the level.
Sorry, we had to cut around that audio fucking screwed up. But you were saying like this guy nosedived. This is the reasoning.
His whole idea was that the plane, because it's going around Earth, that it would be flying in a downward angle to go around the Earth or some shit like that. And it's like, you're a fucking idiot. At any point, the plane is still not necessarily parallel, but gravity is still being forced upon it downward. So it is still flat compared to the Earth below you.
You have to compensate for, plus physics, gravity, pressure, windage. Let's go with wind because there's a lot for that. And then
if there's
compensation
wing,
for the goddamn plane.
There might be a monster out there.
Exactly.
There's a lot of shit on there. You interrupt me and you quit halfway.
No, that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Doesn't he say like, it's on the wing?
Well, yeah, but that's how he does it because he takes so many pauses. There's something on the wing. Like
listen, that. William Shatner.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But it's cool. His reasoning is straight up. Physics says you need to compensate if you're gonna fly, gravity, pressure, windage, and something else. But it's like no, because it's up here, nothing's touching the plane. It can go straight. It's like, dude, you do realize like we have telescopes, or if you're up there in the air as you claim. If you're high enough, you can see the bend of the fucking Earth.
Yeah, you should be...
No. He has an argument for that.
Trick mirrors.
Yeah, exactly. It's a conspiracy. They made the mirrors to do that.
Trick mirrors in planes. That is a conspiracy.
The fucking... The worst part of that whole conspiracy fucking thing is that the Earth is flat and the edge is surrounded by ice. And the ice, like this giant ice wall surrounds like the thing so that we don't fall off. And even if you manage to get there, NASA has trained penguins to kill you once you get there.
Okay, I haven't heard that. What the fuck are you talking about?
It doesn't matter.
I'm serious!
It doesn't matter. It sounds legit to these people.
I am legitimately serious. This is what flat earthers believe, that the Earth is flat and the outer rim is so to protect people and like essentially Earth from falling off the side of Earth. Is a giant ice wall. And the only reason that you can't get to the ice wall is because of NASA. They've trained penguins, and they have other soldiers at the ice wall ready to kill you so that you can't get past the ice wall.
You're fucking with me.
No, I'm not fucking with you.
He is legitimately.
I'm serious.
I've actually looked up like how stupid are these people? There's like, okay,
they do, however, believe the moon is round.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like.
I mean, that just makes sense.
They have like they have a bubble diagram of how this thing is. The Earth is like this in this bubble diagram, and the sun travels in a figure 8. What the fuck? All true. No. It gets even better. It's like, so the spaceships we sent up there, they're all fake. We've never been up there. It's like, dude, you can charter a flight to fly over Antarctica. Oh, mirrors. Videos. Doesn't matter.
So is this video like online? Can you link dump this, or?
I can absolutely.
I don't think there's a video explaining the whole thing. I saw like a whole article on like flat Earth.
No, there is. I just want to see the figure 8 and call it a day.
No.
I might be able to show it to you real quick.
Later.
While you're talking.
Later. He says like okay, here's some math up on the wall. It's like, that's not. I'm looking at the math like really quick. It's like, all your numbers are fucked up. How the fuck did you get this figure? This is incorrect on its own. It's like, what about architects? Oh, they have a flat piece of land. Like, no. Classes for architecture says the curvature of the Earth is like this much of an angle. You have to compensate. Same time, you have to compensate for the level of like support beams and shit. And they're fighting hardcore. No, that's all conspiracy. That's all fake. It's like, okay, you're telling me the Earth is flat? I can go on top of the Eiffel Tower with a telescope that's apparently fucked up in a conspiracy way. Look in a direction and see Mount Everest. If the world is flat. No, I can't. All I can see is fucking space.
Yeah, that would be like an immediate strike, thing, right? Let's go to Dubai. Dubai has the world's highest fucking building, which already disproves your point.
Yeah.
Because at the bottom, the sun sets, and then you can go up to the top, and the sun sets again because you see much further out. Mm-hmm. But let's prove your point. We go to the top of Dubai. We should clearly be able to see Mount Everest way off in the distance because the Earth is flat. We have telescopes that can see hundreds of thousands of miles.
The telescope's broken by NASA. It's programmed that way. It's like, dude, I can break it apart. There's nothing in here.
All right, so
mirrors, glass, and metal.
We tell them, you bring it, by your own means, buy a telescope that can see over 5,000 feet somehow. I won't even buy it for you. You buy a telescope that you trust, made by people that you trust, and we'll go to the top of Dubai and tell me if you can see a fucking building that is on this map.
No.
5,000 feet away.
No, the internet says you're wrong.
Can you see the fucking thing that's 5,000 miles away? No.
That's only assuming the numbers are right.
Because they
From
are.
the internet.
Listen, I am one to doubt the internet, but it's like, goddamn, dude.
It's like, man, the amount of stupidity here is amazing. Like, can we learn from like the dead civilization of like, let's just push the crazy people away, have them die off somewhere?
I mean, Assassin's Creed taught me that to just leave them in the streets, and if they annoy the fuck out of you, kill you. Or kill them, but don't kill too many, because then you'll desync and then you'll have to restart the game.
Yeah, no, it's like...
That's what I learned from history.
Like, we've actually learned how the Mayans actually died off. It was like from irrigation or some weird form of geographical bullshit. It's like, okay, we finally found out what happened to the Mayans. They were this advanced civilization. They were on their way to progress.
You're throwing the word advanced freely around here.
No, for their time period. But
bullshit.
That's what they say.
When the Mayans were around, fucking the European world had boats and buildings and fucking shit like that.
No, I say Mayans because like that's the most well known. If you want, what about the fucking watch?
Who did the conquistadors go to?
They went to Spain.
Okay,
from.
Oh, they're from Spain.
I know. Where did they go to conquer?
They went to Mexico.
City of Gold.
And did they see Mayans or Aztec or?
I mean, they saw all of them. They're different cultures.
Okay.
No. Okay.
So yeah, Mayans weren't that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's proof right there. It's like we're gonna go take over this land with guns. We're gonna take over this advanced civilization with our guns, and all they have with their advanced civilization-iness is spears.
Yeah, but they
Jesus Christ, we're at a disadvantage.
They made a calendar.
No. Okay.
They made a calendar, man. That's what's so advanced.
How about like the little ring watch thing that was inside a sealed Chinese emperor's tomb?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
They found they found a ring near like a sealed, 100% sealed room. Where like, the fuck is this? They were holding it. It was like, oh, I don't know. Like, do you hear ticking? They checked this little ring. It was a working fucking watch. It's like, I don't know how the fuck this thing's working for like when this tomb was sealed. Okay, whatever. Just give 1 point to the ancient civilization. There was another one. Where it was like we found some weird gear-looking device in the middle of nowhere. They found like this advanced-looking thing that we can't replicate this with our current tech. We have no idea how the fuck this works.
This is all Mayan tech?
No. This is tech all over the world. It's like they're advanced, but they're dead.
Okay.
That's why
it's not necessarily advanced, and we don't understand how it works. It's like we don't understand what necessarily they would use it for.
You still can't replicate it.
We can't replicate it because we don't know what it was used for.
It's like, what does the ring for tell time?
I'm fair.
It was still ticking when they found it.
I find that extremely hard to believe.
No, it actually was still ticking.
So you're gonna have to send me a link to this, and I'm gonna look at it, and I'm not gonna believe it right away because it's clearly the Earth is flat. And the internet is wrong.
I'm sure there were plenty of advanced civilizations that were so advanced, they didn't think about warfare because they're at peace and they think that they are among their own type of people only, you know? So they focus on technology that doesn't have to do with war, so that's why they can make things that tick and not kill people.
No, they didn't bring... For some reason, that reminds me of the episode of Futurama where it's like the smart people grew with massive intelligence. The dumb-dumbs live under the earth. Like, oh yeah, we could easily make you a time machine in about 3 years. 3 years later, the dum-dums rose. They overtook us. It's like, what happened? Or if you want an easier one to follow, think of it like the Saiyan history.
The what?
The Saiyans history.
Okay.
They took over the Toffles.
I'm not exactly completely caught up on everything DBZ.
Okay, so
but they were the more powerful.
They were just stronger.
Yeah, they were stronger.
They could take more hits to the chest versus
it's not even
Toffles from baby people.
It's not even
the purple things. Wait, no,
the purple man.
From
my limited understanding, I believe the Saiyans regularly and frequently got their ass handed to them.
But they mutated.
No, they didn't mutate. All right, they evolved to the point somehow. I don't know their history. That the moon turned them into apes. And that is solely the reason they were able to win.
No. They also had a mutation where, like, if they fight, they get stronger if they didn't die. Like,
no, but they...
experience points.
Yeah, they gained double experience if they didn't die. But they also had that mutation that's like, okay, we had this mutation, we were smaller in numbers because these advanced civilizations, they kind of made us dwindle and we're living in caves and shit. Okay, we're going to go there, we're going to fight, we're going to beat their asses. Okay, we're about even. Guess what? The moon came up. Well, shit, let's just mutate and
They were not about even. The advanced civilization on their planet regularly fucked their shit up.
Yeah, that's when they mute. That's why, like, their mutation of, you know what? We're getting our ass handed to us. We'll just come back twice as much for it if we survive something.
Become the mighty Ozaru and just laser beam out their mouth.
Yep.
I actually did catch it. Jesus Christ.
He just slapped the fly.
I didn't think I caught it, but it was between my fingers. Yeah. But I don't believe the fact that they come back stronger. I don't think they played that much of a part in them overtaking it.
It did. As you said, they keep getting their asses handed to them. Like, if they live...
They kept getting killed, is what I meant.
Not that they kept... If they lived. Even that...
Not that if they lived, they straight up executed them.
They also fought each other.
Yeah, at that point.
Yeah.
And then Frieza eventually wiped them out. Most of them out.
No. It was...
They can repopulate now. They have those two Saiyan females. In Universe 6.
They took over the world. The Toffles are gone. Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh shit, we're not smart enough like the Toffles, the civilization we just took over. We're not smart enough to leave this planet. We're kind of fucked here. Then the Frieza's gang is like, okay, you work for us, we give you the tech.
Wait,
like, sure.
What do the Toffles look like?
Let's see. Saiyans are like Goku's height, assumingly.
Okay.
Nappa was higher.
Yeah, probably.
So was Raditz, I think.
From the looks of it, like, they were like 2 foot high.
Vegeta was pretty short.
Yeah, Vegeta was short as fuck.
His hair gave him volume.
Yeah, it did early on, right?
Yeah.
It was like his foot 5'0",
Dude,
but his hair is like the entire foot by itself.
7 foot something.
Mm-hmm.
Now in modern times, he's only maybe like 4 inches below Goku, and his hair has shrunk from like a foot in its own right to maybe like 6 inches.
Somewhere manageable.
Yeah, somewhere manageable. So he's still shorter, yes, But it used to be he was really fucking short with really long hair.
Yep.
Although that makes me wonder, what would Raditz fucking look like as a Super Saiyan? Because he already has fucking long hair.
Imagine him as a 3?
Jesus Christ. Calling Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Or what about Nappa?
What about Nappa? With hair. Oh my god.
What happened to the Saiyan races in death? I've been wondering about that.
They're just
dead.
That was morbid as shit.
Well, it's true.
They're evil. They're probably in hell. Goku didn't see them.
True, but it also makes the question, there were some decent Saiyans.
I think some went to heaven.
Or
hell, the Ginyu Force went to heaven.
What?
No, they were on their way to heaven, but then they fell down to hell. Because they fell off the Snake Way, I think.
No, they were...
How the fuck did they end up in heaven?
No. They were sent in hell. They just started raising a ruckus.
Yeah, and hell doesn't give a shit.
They had halos. That's why I was confused.
They kept
they
their
all
bodies.
have... Every dead person has a halo.
The word you're looking for is they kept their bodies somehow.
Okay.
That's what threw me off. Like, I thought only the good people had their bodies. How the fuck?
No, because there's an episode where Goku falls off Snake Way, and he goes into hell, and there's tons of fucking evil people there that have halos.
Went to King Kai's place, didn't they?
No. Actually, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
That's when Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu just kicked their asses.
And then kicked them off, and then they fell into hell.
Again.
But were they in hell originally?
I don't know.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember this either. But I vaguely remember
I do like
that
the
it's
story
like
of how Captain Ginyu came back to life. That's like amazing.
I didn't even know he was still alive. I thought he died legitimately. But I believe every living person that dies in the Dragon Ball Z world, I believe so long as it's on Earth, because I guess there's different like territories, like not necessarily. What's the Ox? It's not the Ox King. The guy, the big ass fucking guy that's like tells you where to go. Yami, I believe, which is basically Japanese for God.
Yeah,
I believe there's different gods because he kind of.
Oh, the big red guy, right?
Yeah,
the big dude. Because he doesn't do anything. Like you never see any of the other aliens or whatever that die on other planets like show up at his place. Yeah, it's usually only the ones that are on Earth. Mm-hmm. So when Frieza dies on someone else's planet, he didn't show up there. But when Frieza dies on that planet, then he shows up there. But from my understanding, everybody that dies on Earth, good or evil, they show up with a halo in their little like ghostly spirit form. And when they get to the front, they take shape of their form. And then the guy's like looking at the records like, yeah, blah. All right, you can go to heaven. And I guess they just walk off. And it's like, oh, you're going to hell. And then he does the trapdoor or something. Mm. And I guess maybe even if they're evil, it's like, hey, if you think you're powerful enough, you want to challenge King Kai, make your way to Snake Way. Because chances are you're going to fucking fall.
I have to admit, I do like the episode of the Princess Snake.
I did not, because that's just filler. That's useless crap.
I don't know.
Not even attractive filler.
No. It was just like, oh man, that water is enough to boil lava. I was like, the fuck? Alright, cool.
I don't remember that line. I don't remember a lot of DBZ. I am the.
Let's play Russian roulette. I have never lost.
No, I've seen quite a bit of Dragon Ball Z, but never in order. And never in the same fucking language. Mm. It's like I would get up in the morning.
Telemundo.
It's like awesome. Dragon Ball Z episode 1 on Telemundo in Spanish. They get to the point where Vegeta's like about to be defeated. It's just gone from Telemundo. A couple weeks later, it's on Cartoon Network because we had Cartoon Network for like a small period of time. They're at the Android Saga already. I don't know who Trunks is, but he looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
I don't know who
he moves all his hands in the thousand
they referenced that they killed Frieza again. Who's Frieza though? I don't know. Dude, and then like it stops, and then it shows up on another Spanish network. But now they're at the.
How we saw it too.
It's like I never saw a single fucking story arc to the end or from the beginning, and I never saw it in the same fucking language. It's like, oh, here it is in Spanish on Telemundo. Suddenly it's over here in English, but they're at this arc, like the Android arc. Now it's in a different Spanish channel, and they're in the middle of the fucking Boo Saga. And then like back to this other, like now it's on Kids WB, but they're in the middle of the fucking Cell Saga. I was like, who the fuck is Cell? I have no idea what the hell's going on. I mean, I'm very much entertained.
It was awesome, dude.
I grew up exactly as he explained it. But now it's like I have the internet. I'm kind of caught up. I'm still missing a couple episodes here and there because I refuse to see certain movies.
I just gave up.
I never went back to watch them in order.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I kind of watched it mostly in order, if not a little disjointed and missing some episodes.
Yeah,
growing up. So I
eventually kind of figured out the plot of it. Up until the Boo Saga. I have no idea what the fuck happens in the Boo Saga because I've seen so little of it. Mm-hmm. But from episode 1 all the way up until the Cell Saga, I generally get what happened.
Yeah.
But after that point, I have no fucking idea. Because not a single one of these channels ever showed the Boo Saga, really.
But you're talking about episode 1 of Dragon Ball Z specifically. Like, you didn't really watch Dragon Ball when he was a little kid, right?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Telemundo only ever showed Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball.
Yep.
The first one I just remember is just, oh no, I don't know who the fuck this kid is. I'm gonna punch him in the face. Like, apparently it was Frieza punching the shit out of Gohan. I was like, oh. That's what I learned later. It's like, oh, I've never fucking saw this, but alright. This is what I vaguely remember in my childhood.
The only Dragon Ball related thing that I saw from episode to episode from the beginning was Dragon Ball GT, which was entertaining at the time, but clearly it was horrible as it was horrible.
Just straight apart. We're not gonna. GT's dead, right? Yeah. We're not having GT anymore. All right.
No, we're not gonna give fucking Vegeta a goatee. Fuck that shit. Well, no, he did get a goatee actually.
Made Goku more Neanderthal. God damn it.
Jesus Christ. Kid. Yeah. Although they did manage to get his kid voice actor back, which is awesome.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised they were still able to do with that voice, honestly.
Listen, you'd be surprised. I've seen like clips of the Digimon try in the American dub. Some of those voice actors, flawlessly, they sound just like their
counterparts.
They're not their counterparts, like just like the characters they did back in the day. You know, plus a couple years. So like TK is not, his voice isn't so high. He's still TK, but it's a little bit lower because he's gone through puberty, bro. Mm-hmm. But then there are other characters. I think Mimi was one of them where it's like, you sound nothing like Mimi does.
Well, are they?
It's the same voice actors, yes.
Are they all?
You sound nothing like Mimi.
Are they all the same actors?
I think most of them are. Definitely the voice actor for Tai. Definitely the voice actor for Gabumon, if I remember. And definitely the voice actor for Sora?
Agumon? What about him?
I think so. It's a lot of them, I believe a lot of them, if not all of them, have confirmed, yeah, we want to do it. The only thing I remember for certain was that the voice actor was Tai, for Tai, was when Digimon Tri came out and everyone was going batshit crazy about it. He flat out came out and said to Twitter, I'd fucking love to do this. I'd love Digimon. I'd love to voice the character again. And then that kind of spiraled into the whole thing. And other voice actors chimed in like, oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't seen a single fucking dub of the Digimon Tri. Also, Digimon the latest Japanese movie. It's supposed to be out in April. Never fucking came out.
Dude. I've yet to start Digimon Tri just because like I love how it ended on season 2.
You mean Pointless?
Just straight up, oh yeah, TK is a writer now. He writes the adventures of our shit. Like, oh, that's cool. Mimi, I have no idea what the fuck she does. Ken married Yoli.
Yeah, Ken married Yoli. Davis started his noodle cart company. No, Davis. Yeah, Davis.
Davis.
What's the little munchkin's name?
Vemon?
No, not Vemon.
Armadillomon?
Vemon?
No.
Armadillomon?
No, the human. The one that does kendo.
Yeah, the dude who has Armadillomon.
Yeah, that dude.
He just became a diplomat for
Cody?
Yeah, Cody. He became a diplomat as like...
no, he didn't.
For the human and Digimon world.
No, he didn't.
But he has a lot of briefcases because Armadillomon kept sitting on him.
No, he didn't.
What did he do?
He became some sort of business guy. I don't remember what, but there is a thing where it's like he needs so many briefcases because Armadillomon crushes them. Tai is the one that became a diplomat to talk, to have relations between...
He finally cut his hair, yeah.
He finally cut his hair, and he became like the diplomat for the digital world to like talk between the normal world, like the United Nations, and the digital world. Tai is the one that became the diplomat. And then Sora married Matt. And then I believe Izzy and Mimi got married, and Izzy became like the head of some big internet company.
What a shocker.
Computer company. Yeah, sure. Joe became the first doctor of the digital world.
Of course he did.
No, Joe. I remember he had to switch to a different kind of medicine because his patients kept eating it.
I don't remember that part.
Antiseptic or some shit. Like it was like this medicine. Yeah, he had to switch because the Digimon there just kept eating it.
I remember that when like they're saying, "Oh, Joe became the first Doctor of the Digital World," he's like bandaging Ogremon. What did
Pummel Whack? He just kicks.
Pummel Whack. That motherfucker's the most inconsistent motherfucker in that whole show. Oh my it's like God. Pummel Whack, punch. Pummel Whack, I throw my bone. Pummel Whack, kick. Pummel Whack, throw.
I just straight up need to yell
Pummel
something
Whack, right hook.
Attack.
Fucking Ogremon. But what did Kairi end up becoming? I don't remember.
A teacher.
Did she become a teacher? She became a kindergarten teacher, right?
Remember in season 3, it was the same voice actress. Her name was Kairi too. It was the same one.
What do you mean season 3? Season 3 was the one with
Tamers.
the spirits.
Yeah.
No, season 3 was the one with the Tamers with Guillemon.
Yeah.
There's no Kairi in that.
That's the teacher.
No, because that
No, the same voice actress was like it's supposed to be that's Kairi. Like
oh, okay.
Like
it's like this is supposed to like this is like not necessarily that it's Kairi. Here's an homage. This is the same voice actress. The teacher's name, Miss Kairi, and it kind of looks like Kairi, but it's not actually Kairi because that world for some reason has nothing to do with these other two digital worlds that we've created and you guys have loved.
Digimon Cross, the last 2 final episodes did it perfect.
Where it's like, here's every Digimon leader from every show ever.
Up to date is yes, this is exactly what I want. Like Matt and Ty were in there. Who was the second one? Davis was in there.
And
Guillemon, and then like the I think season 4 was like the dude who was punching Digimon apparently.
No, that was season 5. Season 4 they had the Spirit Evolution, which I actually very much enjoyed.
Yeah, I like that. Season 5, he was just straight up beating the shit out of Digimon. I was like, dude, are you telling me you're gonna go punch that thing? Yeah. It
was like badass, and then like Agumon's like
punch Digimon
because he needs like I guess he needs some sort of code around his hand in order for the Digimon to digivolve, and the other teammates that he has for that season they kind of just generated it on their own.
He can't.
He can't. He needs to physically go and punch the Digimon of the episode to get the codes to then evolve his Agumon.
That's a champion level. I'm gonna go punch it.
Yeah, it's like oh my god, that's an ultimate. Better go punch the shit out of it.
It's straight up, he's not getting any from like one of them is like, okay, you know what? Fuck this dude. He just wails on it hard enough to like he just takes code from his like, are you serious?
That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, and then original Agumon is like kind of complaining is like, oh my god, that Agumon can fly. How come I can't?
Yeah, I hear.
Which makes no sense because that Agumon has no wings. He literally looks exactly like normal Agumon, except he's got like little wraps in his hands, and then that's it.
He's Greymon. That's the difference.
That makes no sense.
Slightly taller than the regular Greymon and not as fat.
I mean, there's no beating War Greymon. There's no Greymon that can beat War Greymon, right?
War Greymon.
He still looks like War Greymon. I mean, the aesthetic of it.
Yeah, he's pretty badass though.
Yeah, a flaming, shiny Night Greymon, whatever, looks pretty cool.
He said there's no Greymon that could beat War Greymon, so I agree.
War Greymon X.
Because
War Greymon X.
Champion, so.
I mean, all right. If you want to go literal, that's one way to look at it. I was thinking more of the Greymon digital evolution line.
Or Greymon X.
That's not really in the show, though.
Yeah, it's the movie, but it's really good.
I'm only familiar with Generations 1 and 2, so.
And the movie.
Yes.
And the movie, which
the season 1 and 2.
The director has come out and said, "I do not like the fact that I let another director direct this." Because Sora and Tai. Because the guy that made the original Digimon season 1 and season 2, he did not make the Digimon movie, and he regrets it because a new director thought it would be a good idea to have Sora and Tai have this whole little love thing. And then after that, the original guy was like, "No, from the very beginning, I've set it up so that it's Sora and Matt, never Sora and Tai." It's always they're like close friends. There's no romantic interest whatsoever. But now because of your fucking movie, everyone associates Sora and Tai as lovers when it's supposed to be Sora and Matt. You fucker.
So what ended up happening?
He ended up having to correct it. So
in season 2 when they're all in the playground, it's like, are you sure you can trust Tai with Sora alone? Right?
Yeah, he had to go out of his way in season 2 to like point it out like, hey. There's nothing going on between Sora and Tai. There never was anything going on between Sora and Tai romantically. It's all Sora and Matt. So, because in the first season, he talked about how there was all these subtle things that he did to make it look like they were like had feelings for each other, even though they were like 10 years old. maybe don't know what those feelings mean. You know, they're going through puberty. But in season 2, they're in high school now. He made damn sure to point out on an almost regular basis, hey, Sora and Matt, they're going to go investigate together over there without Ty. Or in the rare occasion that it's Sora and Ty, somebody asked Matt, like, are you worried about Sora and Matt? It's like, no, nothing's going to happen.
So it's Fred and Daphne, basically.
Kind of.
Took forever to explain. Listen, it's Fred and Daphne. Like, what do you mean? The guy always splits up in 2 groups. He gets all the girls. Like, dude, it's Fred and Daphne.
I recently read an explanation for why he does that. Granted, it was a fan theory of why he does this, but it made sense of why he would do this.
And as women get scared, they get clingy. Like, yes.
No.
Yes.
It's usually, he splits up, when he splits it up between himself and Daphne, and then Velma, Scooby, and Shaggy, she does that because Shaggy and Scooby aren't going to do shit. Velma's got to lead the team there. When she splits it up with Shaggy and Scooby by themselves, and then him with his little harem of girls, it's because he knows that Daphne's going to get herself into trouble, and he needs to be there to bail her out. Whereas Velma will not be the one to get into trouble, and she can continue investigating this lead that they're on while Fred gets Daphne out of whatever situation she's gotten herself in.
Isn't Velma sometimes alone though, and not together with anyone?
Yeah. Which is another part of like he knows Velma's gonna get shit done. Mm. He trusts Shaggy and Scooby enough that they're gonna somehow get into the trouble, but somehow get out of it. He doesn't believe that Daphne will be able to get herself out of whatever trouble she's gotten into, which makes sense in the original Scooby-Doo, like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Because that's what happens all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Shaggy and Scooby get into trouble, and they get out of it. Velma
and they catch the villain.
And they catch the villain.
Usually. Shaggy and Scooby fuck up, but they do it.
Yeah. And then Daphne gets into trouble. And then it's usually Fred that bails her out. But in modern incarnations, it's like, no, Daphne is her own woman. She can handle herself. Don't worry about it. And yet they still split them up that way.
Yeah, like in the movie, she has martial arts, so...
Yeah, in the movie. But even in the cartoons, they don't give her martial arts, but she's like, they kind of treat her as like a strong, independent woman without giving her.
I don't need no man.
If you notice, while he was doing that, he was doing like need no man.
Yeah, RubberDucky just did like the Z snap as he was saying that strong, independent woman.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Great.
But yeah, they kind of portray her that way.
All.
And they kind of portray, like in the recent one, Mystery Incorporated, they portrayed Fred as like being like the lovable oaf. Like he's not necessarily the smart dude. Like he's not necessarily the one in charge. It's more Velma in charge.
He's the guy that tries. It's like, oh, Fred.
Yeah.
I love traps. Trap of love, bitch. You understand yet?
I love that episode because I love that song. It is fucking awesome. Also, that show is really fucking dark. For a Scooby-Doo show.
Yeah, for a Scooby-Doo.
For a Scooby-Doo, fucking characters died. And they didn't say, oh, they're missing or disappeared. They're like, no, they're dead. They are dead. There's no way they got out of that. They are dead.
That sucks.
There's
I'm surprised like they didn't get a rated R. Like, you know what? If you're gonna just straight up kill people, just give you a rated R rating
or a TV-14 like Samurai Jack.
Something, yeah. Dude,
it's surprising because there's one moment where they have this longtime friend who's like this black chick who's part of the previous Mystery Incorporated gang. They're underwater. She doesn't have a suit. And the whole thing like collapses in on itself, and you see the suit, or you see like the helmet she was wearing or whatever. It floats up and it's cracked. It's like, oh, she's dead, dude. And she never shows up ever again. It's like, oh no, she's dead. She's dead. And then the previous members of said gang, they get together and they're like, you don't want the shit to happen to you that happened to that chick, insinuating, yeah, she's fucking dead. We know she's dead.
That sucks.
Like you don't want to end up dead like this bitch. And then in the final episode. There's a moment where Fred's mom and dad, because they were part of the previous Mystery Incorporated gang, but now they're bad guys. Whole story there. They kind of like have a little bit change of heart, so they attack these dudes, but they have legitimate guns, and they fire at them, and it kind of cuts away, and then you hear Fred, or you hear the gunshots go off, and you just see Fred like turn around and like, well, that sucks. And then they continue on.
Wait. What show is this called? Which
Mystery Incorporated?
Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Is this the one with the newer animation? Like, which one is it specifically?
It only had 2 seasons. This was a couple years ago that it was the newest one. I think they have a current one now
That looks more like Family Guy.
That looks more cartoony-ish, more family-friendly.
Oh, so you're talking about the one where Velma has the hots for Shaggy all the time?
Yep.
That one, right? And she's drawn to be a little cuter.
Yep.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
She's adorable.
Then I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
okay.
that show was dark. And I loved it. It was good.
Dude, it brings me up to like the rating system for certain things. Like I kind of wish people would, or at least parents or families, like maybe 30 more minutes, would shut up about the PG stuff they want to go see with families. Leave the comic book stuff rated R, like Deadpool. I want to see a rated R current version of RoboCop.
Oh, that'd be great.
Because as the current, like the story was great, the CG was great. What happened to the story? It went to shit because people wanted PG. It's like, are you kidding me?
So that way everyone can watch it, man.
Dude.
Yeah, and that way you can make all the money that you're not gonna have.
Yeah, because no one cares.
No. I grew up with a rated R fucking RoboCop, and that thing was evil and...
Terminator 2 was my shit.
Yeah, it was evil.
Leave.
It was straight up evil and dark. I was not supposed to see it as a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, whatever. But you know what?
You didn't get traumatized. It was just awesome.
Yeah, that's what I remember it as. Oh, let's see the hype. Let's see this PG. Oh, wait. It's just computers, this, that. Oh, the animation's great. Story, not so much. I had to make it PG.
Yeah, Sue was kind of cool. The ending has a nice little like Easter egg for fans.
Yeah,
but the remake of RoboCop is PG?
It's PG-13.
Oh, okay.
But the ending of it has a nice little thing for the fans, but at the same time,
dude,
who cares?
The rating system annoys the shit out of me. It's like, oh, PG-13 is safe, right? No. If you look, there's like a PG-13, there's a PG or a public version of RoboCop. They take out a lot of the gore. Murphy didn't die. You have the VHS version, which is rated R. You just see him straight up get blasted, his legs blown off. It's like, I remember seeing that.
That's a great scene.
I don't think I've ever actually seen RoboCop.
Movie night.
Fuck no.
No, it was like...
I don't want to waste my time on that shit. I haven't seen John Wick. I'd rather see that shit.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I still haven't seen Wonder Woman.
Well, we can't have movie night here with Wonder Woman. I mean, you could technically, but wouldn't you rather see it in the big screen?
I mean, yeah, which I'm going to do. Except I am not going to see it at least for the opening week because I don't want my money to add to that inflated number that means fucking nothing.
You don't want my opinion on the movie, do you?
No, because I want to go into that movie not knowing any opinions of any friends, any like people like IGN or whatever.
Wait, hold up. Doesn't Wonder Woman have like a women-only screening?
All right.
Oh, it does, doesn't
so
it?
There's
had one.
There's a lot of talk about Wonder Woman having a women's only screening. What are your thoughts with just that knowledge? Women only screening. What are your thoughts on it? You okay with it or do you not like it, Smokey?
I don't give a shit.
Does you?
I'm fine with it. I mean, simply because I believe it came out during the same time as it was already being screened to other theaters, right? It wasn't before?
No.
Okay, was it actually before?
No.
No. I'm asking you.
When was it aired?
The screening, women only, did it come out before the actual screening? Or did it come out like same time as everything?
Wonder Woman was released this past Thursday on June 1st.
And the women's only screening was released.
Is going to happen this coming Wednesday on June 6th. So it hasn't even happened yet. It hasn't happened. If this women only screening was like, hey, the movie in America, 7 o'clock, Thursday, everybody can watch it. Women only though, we're showing that shit at 5. I'd be mad. I would absolutely be mad. Be like, you're showing this movie to women, you're having a women only screening that's going to happen before the actual premiere time. No, I'm pissed off about that. But it's not. It's practically a week later, which I would have no issue with. Or if it's like...
Because everyone's already seen it already.
That's
just more of a celebration. People could be more, I guess...
Also
they could be a bit more private with that.
Or the only way I would be mad about it, if it's like... Because we go to the Irvine Spectrum, and it only has the one IMAX screen.
Yeah. And
that's really the only IMAX screen in our general area. If at 7 p.m. for the premiere showing, they had the IMAX screen... being the only women, like the women's only screening, but they also had other theaters that like the normal theaters. Anybody can go, men, women, whatever, at 7 p.m. I would be pissed off.
Because
you're taking away the IMAX for the women's only thing. I don't like that. But if you had 5 IMAX theaters and you had one of them for women only, I don't give a shit. That's fine. Even if it's at 7 p.m. The only reason I would care is if it was the movie was shown before the actual premiere date, which it's not, or if it took up one of the only like special theaters. Which it doesn't.
Okay.
Therefore, I have no issue with it.
Because it's just a regular theater. It just happens to be women only, and that's it.
It's just women only. It's not even during prime time. It's like middle of the day.
Yeah.
And apparently, I believe the reason a lot of people are getting upset is because the money, the profits for it, all the profits are going to Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
So that it's in Texas.
Okay.
Texas does not like Planned Parenthood.
I don't know what Planned Parenthood is.
Abortion.
Okay.
They don't like that shit.
So?
That's the reason they're all up in arms.
This is at the Alamo DraftHouse, isn't it?
This is at the Alamo DraftHouse.
Yeah, and I believe
which is in Austin.
There were complaints about it on Twitter, and then they were like, "Oh, you don't like it? Well, we're gonna make 2 screenings of this." So
they just backed down. No, just keep it. It's like, you don't like it? Fuck off.
No. You're saying that they doubled down.
They made 2.
They doubled down.
Okay, never mind.
I
heard something else.
You used the wrong terminology. They're like, "Oh, you're mad about women's only screening? Like 2 women's only screenings. How about that?
That's better. That sounds better.
That's
what I just said.
Yeah, they don't. They're like, I'm calling your bluff. It's like, I double down, motherfucker.
Which is awesome.
What wasn't there like men's only for Logan screening too?
Supposedly, I saw a random.
I never heard of this.
I never heard of this either. But again, I'm as a man, I would be very upset.
I mean, male,
manly, male, otoko, hombre. Fuck you. If as a man they had a man's only screening of Logan that was 2 hours ahead of the 7:00 premiere date, or it was the only IMAX screen, I'd be like, you're singling out all the women. That's not fair.
That's totally unfair.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
But if it's like the thing where it's like a week later, hey, men's only, testosterone only Logan movie.
Testosterone.
After it's already been out for like a week.
After, yeah. I'm like, sure, whatever. Send the money to the Fathers of America or whatever the fuck.
No.
Thing.
No. Manly Men with Beard Society.
Sure.
Send it to fucking survivors of prostate cancer or something.
Whatever the fuck. But it's like...
Beer. Send it to beer.
This whole women's only screening...
Vasectomy.
No, because that can be reversed.
Okay, go ahead.
This women's only screening, at first glance, I was like, I'm hesitant to be mad at it, but I see the potential of why people could be mad at it. And then I look into it, it's like, okay, it's a week later. Okay, it's in a normal theater. It's not like it's taking up the only IMAX or the only 3D theater or whatever the fuck.
Would you be mad if
So what's your fucking problem?
Would you be mad if they took up the only IMAX for for the one like a week later? Would you be mad about that?
No.
You care about the IMAX premiere only on like release day?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to be clear.
Because even the showing, if it was the one IMAX, it's not, the showing isn't at like 7 or 8 or 9 like prime time, like movie time. It's like middle of the day at like 3 or 4.
I can see how the argument will be like, oh, it's sexist because we're not letting the men go watch this because they're men. But
you can watch it before.
You can watch it at any other fucking theater.
You can literally watch it in the same theater in a different theater.
Exactly.
Or at the same venue at a different theater.
No,
exactly.
no. They're singling
like instead
me
of
out. No, they're singling me out for this one club.
Instead
I have to be in there.
Instead of buying a ticket to theater 23, go buy a ticket to theater 24.
Yeah, that's basically it.
No. It's just like that one, years ago, Generation 1 Pokemon, like Ash trying to get into school. It's a girls' only school. Well, fuck that. I'm gonna dress up like a girl. I'm gonna cross-dress, get my way in there. It's like, are you serious? Yeah. You serious? Yeah. He cross-dressed, got his way into the fucking girls' only school.
I mean, we have apparently a history of showing that shit. Like, in Final Fantasy VII, one of the most popular Final Fantasy games ever, Cloud just straight up cross-dresses and pretends to be a hooker or something.
Yeah. They do that now. For Breath of the Wild.
Yes! Yeah! Gerudo!
What?
In Breath of the Wild, Link has to cross-dress as a Gerudo, or Gerudo, I don't know how to pronounce it. So
I think it's Gerudo.
So he can go into the Gerudo lands and meet with these other women. Who don't allow men inside.
Why did you save Hyrule?
Clearly, that's sexist. We need to boycott.
No. You have to understand.
Nintendo.
And when his ancestors did it for the princess, did it for Hyrule, I did it to become a girl.
Yeah, when he cross-dresses, everyone thinks he's really cute and thinks he's a girl. And
he's got very feminine features. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. He's very
got nice fair skin.
He's very androgynous. You know, so that's his thing. So
I mean, aside from a penis.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
You'll find out later. You have to go through like dinners and shit.
I mean, I've seen fan art, and it is pretty hot.
Is that sure? I don't know.
But fan art, makes everything hotter. So.
Oh, believe me, I've seen some fan art of some things, and some cosplays of some things.
Plus, they cover up like his face from the nose down. So
you the Gerudo thing?
Yeah, so you only see his eyes and his midriff.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Why are you exposed to midriff?
Let me put it this way. No, think of it this way. Think of like Princess Jasmine, but like with something covering up her face. That's it.
Oh, he's in.
So she can't talk.
He's
beautiful.
He's also in the desert. which is why he exposes that much.
I mean, from my understanding, in the desert, you don't expose any skin.
He has to because it would be too hot for him.
No, but isn't it that like if you're like in the middle of the desert, you cover up all your skin?
There's no sunburn in Breath of the Wild, as far as I know.
Game logic.
Yes.
Plot armor.
You have to dress down.
In a thunderstorm, I must not pull out my sword, but my shield's okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you shitting me?
Hey, the shield's made of wood. It's fine.
No, it's the Master Shield, dude.
It's fine. It's not made of conductible metal.
You pull out a wooden fishing pole, you start conducting electricity. Are you shitting me?
Listen, man, it's plot armor, right? It's plot armor.
Don't worry about it. I know you don't want to talk spoilers and shit for movies you haven't seen, but Transformers 5, there was a new trailer that came out that really pissed me off, and this is the biggest plot armor I've ever seen. Can I talk about it? Because I know you don't care about the movies.
We talked a small amount of like the possible...
Are you going to watch Transformers 5?
Yes. I'm a big fan of Transformers, the franchise, not the movies, but I will watch the movies. Probably not on opening night again.
Okay, can I give you one spoiler in the Transformers 5 trailer involving Bumblebee?
Is it
He's
Hot
dead.
Shot?
He's dead.
Hot Shot?
That's just it.
Hot Shot.
Bumblebee gets into a situation where his body blows up. And
he becomes a she.
He becomes a bunch of parts on the ground. And his eye is coming out of his socket. And all of a sudden, his limbs reattach. And he's fine! It pisses me off. It's the biggest plot armor. Because if he can do that now, what can kill him? I mean, maybe being disintegrated. But like, if he can do that, what's to stop the other Transformers from just building back together like that?
Jazz.
Yeah, what's to stop Jazz from coming together? He's literally just two pieces.
Exactly! Bumblebee broke into arms and legs and a head. And he came back together. It was so ridiculous.
See, I would be okay with that. If in the first movie, when they killed Jazz, they showed Megatron straight up stabbing him and pulling out the spark and crushing it. Like, I'm going to tear you in half, and I'm going to plunge into your chest and pull out your spark and crush it. Therefore, you can't come back to life because I've just killed your heart, essentially. Yeah. And if this were to happen to Bumblebee, it's like he gets torn apart in different pieces, but his spark is still fine. I can believe through a very dramatic version. Very, very dramatic situation. Ratchet's dead, unfortunately.
Red Alert.
Red Alert.
Jetfire.
Fucking RC, where the fucking doctor is now.
It's Hound now.
Hound's not really a doctor.
He is now. He's got a medic thing on his head. I'm not shitting you.
Oh my god.
He's more like a priest. I want to see him like with a fucking wrench and a fucking canister of oil as a preacher now.
Whatever. But like,
I am the preacher of the Autobots.
I can understand that like he gets torn apart, but his spark is still fine. He's really fucked up. He may not make it, but you know, he does. But the whole fact that he gets torn apart and then he just gets like magnetically like all back together.
Yeah.
That is the bullshit part.
Yeah. Oh my god, I got so angry watching it, dude.
Like, that makes no sense in any form of Transformers lore that I can think of that would make any sort of sense.
That is plot armor of the highest degree.
Wait. Like, so you're telling me, since Transformers 1, they were going for this cube. Transformers 2, what was the plot?
Oh, okay. So
let's go for the plot line of this. Because
I don't know what the fuck Megatron has had a new grand plan in every movie, and each time he said, "This grand plan was actually my first grand plan that I planned." I had planned. The first one was the cube.
The
second
Allspark.
The second one, I'm gonna use this pyramid to take the energy of the sun, turn it into energon. 3, I'm going to betray the Autobots and use these. I'm sorry. I'm going to get Sentinel to betray the Autobots. And
a deal was made.
Yes, a deal was made. And use these, I forgot what they're called, portal things.
Pylons.
To open up a portal and then bring Cybertron here so we can use human labor as slaves to rebuild Cybertron. Human labor.
Human, tiny Cybertron. Things that can't lift fucking heavy metal.
Yeah.
But then again, we did build the pyramid.
And then in 4...
But then again, in that universe, we had the help of the fucking Decepticons and the Autobots.
The Primes, not the
Primes.
Decepticons.
In 4, there's no grand plan because that was...
It was just punch a dino.
That was more human plot.
That was mostly lockdown.
No, it was mostly just, let's just punch a dino.
Which I still fucking hate that movie.
Because
it's like, hey, it's the whole thing about Optimus Prime being one of the last knights. But it's like Optimus Prime being a knight with Grimlock and all the Dinobots. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
I can totally believe Grimlock is a knight.
No. The 4th one, they don't say he's the last knight. He just goes, recognize one of your knights. And he pulls a sword out and he talks to the legends of old, who are the Dinobots. And
amazingly,
the last knight is the thing with the 5th movie, which I don't believe Optimus is last knight, by the way.
He can't be. I mean, based on the, I've literally only seen Transformers 4 once, and that was in theaters.
I didn't even fucking see
I'm gonna tell you what I think it is.
I saw 2.
I think that Mark Wahlberg, the human, is the last knight, because in the trailers we see like King Arthur and Arthurian times. They were knights, and I believe that Mark Wahlberg will have Excalibur and be a last descendant of a knight. So he is therefore the last knight. So
wait. You're gonna tell me that like Nicolas Cage, National Treasure, is gonna come out like he had the fucking Excalibur. I don't know what the fuck you guys
exactly that, and then they're gonna show the Declaration of Independence. God damn it, that's what's gonna happen.
By this point, it's probably blown the fuck up.
Yeah.
But I vaguely, because I've only seen Transformers 4 once. There's a whole thing where it's like Lockdown says, "I've captured all of the knights. You're the last remaining knight, and I've imprisoned them on your knightly ship."
Oh shit, you're right. He did say that.
He does say that, right?
Yeah, I think he does say that.
He says that, and the only people that are on the ship are Optimus Prime and Grimlock and his crew.
Yeah.
Which I can totally believe Grimlock is a knight of this, whatever.
Which, by the way, okay, so we got Grimlock, and we got Slug/Slag, okay?
And then Snarl, and then some...
No! Snarl's not there. There's no Stegosaurus. There's a Spinosaurus, and his name is like Spike or something. And then there's a pterodactyl that wasn't Swoop.
Yeah, it's a fucking two-headed
pterodactyl. It was a two-headed thing called... I forgot the name.
Sweep.
Strafe. I don't freaking know.
I think it is Strafe, actually.
I was really angry about it, though.
But the whole thing is like, this whole thing about the knights, totally believable. That Grimlock, very powerful, could be a knight. Totally believable. Sentinel Prime could be a knight. And then he fucking betrayed him.
You think Grimlock will actually talk in the 5th movie? Because he didn't talk in the 4th one.
Fuck no. He doesn't say a goddamn word most of the time. But, I don't believe... It's completely unbelievable that it's like, oh, here's Optimus, a normal-looking Autobot. He's a knight. And then all the other fucking like 10 knights are dinosaurs. He makes no sense. Like, it would make sense if it's like a group of knights. It's like, hey, here's Optimus, normal-looking Autobot. Here's Grimlock, fucking dinosaur-looking Autobot. Here's Vector Prime, ancient-looking Autobot.
You're forgetting. So you're telling me Megatron is part Prime? Like, no, you're not Prime. But I killed Optimus, he's technically a Prime. Only a Prime can kill a Prime. So I'm technically a Prime, right? No.
When did Megatron kill Optimus?
In 2.
In the forest.
In the forest, just shoot him backhanded, like he from behind.
Yeah.
And
only a Prime.
There were a bunch of swords, and Prime only picked out one sword in the 4th movie. All those swords belong to the other knights, and those swords were way too small to fit in Grimlock's hands. So I believe that Lockdown did capture the other knights, like he said, and he did imprison them, but then he eventually gave them to whoever wanted to collect them. Because he was doing this mission for someone else.
Or you know what?
So perhaps he gave the knights to this other thing.
The size could literally just change. Because at one point when Optimus punched the dinos, like I've said, I punched them. They're about equal size. Next thing you know, he's riding them like he's 3 feet or 3 stories taller.
Yeah, it's like the Grimlock and Optimus are the same size.
Oh fuck!
But then when Optimus rides Grimlock's like 3 times bigger. So size means nothing.
Yeah, shit.
Nothing means anything in that goddamn franchise.
Not Michael Bay's universe, no.
Listen, man. If the sword's too big, we'll just blow it up and make it smaller.
I will still tell you, like, the line I hate the absolute most when I watch the 4th one. I just cringe. I cringe every time I hear it.
But not today.
No, wait, no.
A deal was made.
I have 2 lines. I have 2 lines from the 4th film that I absolutely hate. First one, Kelsey Grammer's character, he's like the government official guy. He talks to Lockdown, and he goes, you know, on Earth we have a saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And then Lockdown goes, I also have a saying, I don't care. And it's like, what the hell does that mean, dude?
Which side? The human talking to him? Like, or the Lockdown being like, I don't give a shit.
Lockdown saying, I don't care. It's like, what kind of writing is that? And the second line I hate the most would be, oh my god. Oh, okay. So Lockdown just shot Ratchet. Is about to kill him.
You motherfucker.
And Lockdown says, you know, like, tell me where Optimus is and I'll let you live. I'll spare you. And Ratchet goes, never. And then Lockdown pulls a spark gun and goes, never is here. What does that mean? Can you tell me what that means?
Yeah, that means never has come. Look at the time. It's never o'clock.
No. Stupid. Do you believe it would have been better? I was like, shiny.
I don't freaking know.
Still holding out hope that Ratchet comes back because he did not destroy the spark.
Jazz. I'm so hoping Jazz comes back. Jazz, please.
I can kind of believe the whole thing of the Autobots dying in that sense because they do need fluid and everything, which is essentially their veins. Being pulled in half like Jazz was, I believe all the fluid drained so the spark couldn't like keep him alive. It was like a heart that couldn't keep beating and eventually...
We'll just use gas for parts like they reformed Megatron.
I hate that they made the fluid more red color in the future movies to make it seem more like blood.
I like the
Which
better
it shouldn't be.
I like the better than the first one. I was like, why are you leaking hydraulic fluid onto this man?
Yeah, and it was like clear, you know?
That makes sense.
Like in the third movie, he straight up like grabs Megatron's head with an axe and rips his head and spine out, and then blood spurts out of the freaking neck and shoulders. It's ridiculous.
That makes no sense. I would rather see sparks and shit.
Yeah, me too.
Sparks and like some purple liquid.
Like lightsaber style, like going through metal.
Energon, blue, purple, anything else but red.
Well, yeah, Energon essentially. Energon kind of varies by color.
It does, but
purple for Megatron because he uses that dark Energon shit.
Is Energon radioactive, or is it just pure energy?
It's
like in liquid form.
I think it's the second one. I don't think it's radioactive.
I don't believe it's radioactive at all.
Because
humans have interacted with it and they're perfectly fine.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, I just want to be clear.
It is explosive as fuck though.
Yeah, volatile as shit.
It's flammable, volatile, but
it might just be like a gas. Where like normal human gas, where it's like, yeah, we can interact with it, we can touch it, we can play with it, and we're not going to get harmed. But it is very flammable and very dangerous to handle.
So like propane
and propane accessories.
Yeah,
Energon
accessories.
But yeah, the fifth movie's coming out. I'm just not excited for it at all. But I am going to see it for free because I have a ticket that my aunt gave me. So that's the only way I'm going to see it. No, a different aunt who is not racist, but I still don't like her. In fact, I like my racist aunt more than her.
Jesus.
Yeah. You're Asian. That's normal.
Yeah.
That's surprising. So far, the only movies that I'm really looking forward to is Spider-Man Homecoming at the moment. And Thor 3,
and
Ragnarok.
Wonder Woman?
No.
You're not looking forward to it?
I'm going to see it, and I'm not looking forward to it because DC has done nothing
Perhaps it's good.
but let me down.
Perhaps that is good.
But it doesn't matter if it's good. It has to be great to redeem the failures of the previous one.
But even if
here's the thing about DC. They did not plan to make a Justice League movie. That's just their response to like, okay, Marvel kind of kicked their asses with, I don't know, with the Avengers movie. How do we respond? Let's just rush up and try and make the Justice movie as soon as we can. It's like, you kind of fucked up right there.
And even
you should have just gone with your own pace and made the story work.
Yeah. They really should have. They fucked up a lot with BVS and Superman's death. It was so...
Batman, Green Lantern...
Contrived and I guess
convoluted.
I want to say
another C word.
Unearned.
No, it's got to start with a C.
Cunt. Okay. So anyway, even if Wonder Woman is great, we don't know if Justice League will be. And if Wonder Woman is great, but Justice League isn't, will that still restore your faith in DC?
No.
If they're smart, they would go with the classic Justice League intro for their first movie, where they introduce the Martian Manhunter. Who the fuck called you? I don't know. Who called you? I don't know. Batman just shows up. Okay, let's just get him out of there. Who the fuck are you talking about? It reveals it's Martian Manhunter. I called you all here because these guys, your government fucked up hard. I'm just here to warn you guys, and I've been sealed here for X amount of years.
It's Darkseid we're fighting. Martian Manhunter has nothing to do with Darkseid.
No,
but he would be great to
introduce Martian Manhunter that way. Or something. It's like, yeah, now this is like a week later. Like, first half of the movie, deal with the Martian Manhunter story. Like, alright, we got our bearings. What, like, to do petty crimes and shit? Like, it's not that much. Like, we're still working on our tower. Then Darkseid shows up. Something simple. Like, have two giant conflicts in one movie.
See, that would be interesting to see.
I don't want them to pull the Fantastic Four thing.
I don't believe DC can pull it off. Because they
scoff because, like, Fantastic Four, alright, we just got this powers. 2 years later, we mastered our powers. Like, where's the build-up? I was here for the build-up.
Alright, enough of that. Back to you, RubberDucky. Sorry.
That would be interesting to see in the Justice League movie, but I have zero faith that DC can pull it off. It would be like, I had some faith for the Superman movie because I love Superman, and it was okay-ish.
Yeah.
It didn't really like
do anything.
It was passable. What?
I got something after that.
It was. I saw it more like a Dragon Ball Z film than a fucking superhero film, to be honest.
Smokey is setting up for a joke right here.
It looks like setting up for a joke or a pun. He's ready to pounce.
He's looking very conniving right now.
Very contrived as well. And then Batman v Superman came out. And it's like, this is a fucking train wreck. I had some faith. You've lost me here. You've done nothing but go down. And then the Suicide Squad, I was like, oh my, I have some faith. This looks good. I saw the trailers, like, oh, Ballroom Blitz, cool. And then I saw the movie, it's like, you've lost even more faith. I'm practically down to zero faith with any DC movie. And if Wonder Woman is good, it's gonna raise it up like 5%. If Wonder Woman is great and phenomenal, 10. It'll only raise it up like maybe 20%. And if for whatever reason Justice League is a pile of trash, I will have zero faith for the rest of the DC movies going forward. There is nothing that they can do that could ever redeem the franchise at that point.
Unless they make an amazing Flash movie.
No.
Okay.
Even if they make an amazing Flash movie, I will love that Flash movie, but have no faith in any DC movie going forward. Because if a Marvel movie comes out and it doesn't do well, it was still a good movie. It wasn't a great movie. Yeah, it wasn't phenomenal, but it was still good and passable. None of the Marvel movies are flat out bad movies. Pretty much all the DC movies are bad, except for the first Superman is passable.
The movies are bad because they're responding to the Marvel movies. Like, you should have not responded to them at all.
Yeah, do your own thing.
Do your own thing.
There's a reason that Marvel and DC exist in comics because they're superheroes, yes, but they all do their own thing. Marvel deals with humans, like on a personal level. They humanize these superheroes. DC does this thing where these are gods. These are people we'll never be able to reach, but we can look up to them. We can idolize them. Two very different ways to view superheroes. But all you've done, DC, in the movie universe is copy Marvel. That's all you've done. Instead of following your own path like you've always done in the comics.
What if like they get like a good, how do I say? I can't say the Falcon because he already has a role in the Marvel universe. Who do you think, if they ever do this, who do you think can play Static Shock if they ever make a good movie?
They're not gonna.
They should.
They're not gonna.
Dude, it's a good movie. Or good anime series.
The first black DC hero they would have would be Martian Manhunter.
He's black?
He portrays himself as the black guy usually.
Mm-hmm. He does?
And he has a very deep voice.
Yeah.
He doesn't always, but he generally does.
In Justice League, white. But in other cartoons, typically black. Even in the Supergirl TV show, CW, black.
Oh yeah, that's right. Smallville, he was.
That's like one of the characters where it's like it doesn't matter if what race he is.
Would you be okay if they pulled off an amazing Static Shock movie?
I would love it, but it's not going to restore any movie.
If you were younger, they should have cast Danny Glover.
Who the fuck is that?
I have to show you a picture later.
Nick Cannon?
No, not Nick Cannon. He's a terrible actor.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, Nick Cannon.
That's why I said that. Nicolas Cage.
Danny Glover would have been a great Static Shock, I think, given if he was younger. Or if they portrayed an older, more grizzled Static Shock, sure.
They shouldn't. I don't.
No, Justice League Static Shock.
No, they shouldn't. They should have like
Warhawk?
teenage Static Shock.
They need Warhawk.
So Batman Beyond Static Shock?
Yeah. Dude, the Batman Beyond movie. Or a live action Batman is like...
That's not going to happen.
If for whatever reason, just like time travel. Who the fuck are you on Static Shock? Who the fuck are you on Batman?
No. Because there's literally, in the DC universe, none of the plot makes sense with any of the other goddamn movies.
Again.
And all of the Marvel movies, all of the plot in Iron Man is believable and makes sense when you're watching Thor. The plot of Thor makes sense and is believable when you're watching Captain America. But when you're watching Batman v Superman, the plot of that does not match the plot of Batman, or the original Superman.
Or Suicide Squad.
For big example. If in Suicide Squad, it's been 2 days and the shit's going on, where the fuck is Batman? Where the fuck is Wonder Woman? Where the fuck is Flash? Flash loves being a superhero. And in Batman v Supes, you already showed me that he's already a superhero and he loves being a superhero. Why the fuck would he let shit go on for 2 days? Why would any of these superheroes that you're going to introduce in Justice League let shit go on for 2 dashe?
True. Suicide Squad did introduce the Flash for Captain Boomerang, which I hardly ever saw him. At the same time, it's like, you introduce Batman, that's how she got Deadshot. It's like, what the fuck are they doing?
It's just like, every single plot of Suicide Squad makes no sense when you take into consideration the plot of any of the other DC movies.
I don't know, I did like
but
Katana.
In Marvel, any plot...
She was hot.
What?
Katana was hot.
But in Marvel, any plot...
She went in like, I don't know who this chick is. I'm just here to do this.
She's just hot. But in Marvel...
Oh shit, I got the part? Oh yeah, crap, I got my research.
In Marvel, every single plot is intertwined with each other. It's like from the moment they started Iron Man and they saw it was good, Iron Man alone, by itself was its own contained story. Yes. But from the moment they saw, hey, everybody loves this, they planned out this entire branching story arc that is all intertwined so it all makes sense. It seems like DC is just making it up as they go along. And it doesn't seem fluid. And it seems very convoluted and very contrived. And it just makes no goddamn sense.
Very minor nitpick. But maybe I'm not hearing the accents right. But when Enchantress is her witch form, a long time ago, she speaks in a native tongue, right? That I can't understand.
Celtic?
And when she possesses this archaeologist, is the archaeologist American? Because she sounds like she's American. So why do, when they fuse, she develops a posh, hoity-toity British accent at the end of the film?
That's how they believe they sound smart.
Yeah, it makes no goddamn sense. It makes no goddamn sense.
There you go. Okay. It makes no goddamn sense.
Didn't you say the same thing for the Red Skull, where it's like, he has a German accent. How the fuck did he come with a Polish accent out of nowhere? I don't know. Shit like that.
I don't remember saying that.
I don't know if I can tell the difference, to be completely honest, most of the time. But it makes sense in that somewhat setting because he's taking over most of Europe.
My only comment about his accent was that it was funny that when he says schedule, he goes schedule. That's my only comment about his accent.
Is that part of a German accent?
Yeah. Yeah, he goes...
I've said that since high school for shits and giggles.
I am on a tight schedule. They say it twice in that movie. Arnim Zola says it and Red Skull says it, and I laugh every time.
Apparently I have a German accent when I say schedule.
Yeah.
You've been saying that for...
That's Russian. No, bullshit. Yeah,
bullshit. He's been saying that because of Jurassic Park.
Hello?
Schedule?
Yeah.
Who says schedule in Jurassic Park?
Who's the old guy?
Oh. Dr.
Giraud?
Is it Hammond?
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't...
What it means we're on tight schedule. I mean schedule. Schedule.
Oh.
At the very beginning, he fucks up, and that was legit improv, and he's like, schedule.
I don't believe that's where I got it from.
You admitted to me, fucker. Like
I don't exactly remember where I got that from, but I've been saying
that's how I know.
I've been purposely say a lot of words wrong.
It annoys the shit out of me.
Because I don't say schedule, I say schedule. I don't say about, I say a boot.
You also don't say pink.
I say lightish red. There's many things that I purposely say wrong, and I even type it out wrong. Like I don't say what, I say what.
Yeah.
Like these are
weird.
Yeah, you're acting weird. I say these things purposely just to fuck with people to see if I can get a reaction. Most of the time, no. Like I'm having this discussion with a supervisor or someone that I know. I'm like,
supervisor.
Or I'm like, hey, yeah, what are you talking about? And they're like, oh yeah, I want you to go do this, or we're talking about this, and they're like, just gloss over it. They didn't even hear it.
Why don't you do the Gavin Free thing and just shave half your beard?
I've done that. No one batted an eye.
You've done that. You shaved half your beard?
I did that. Granted, I didn't really see anyone of importance.
The left or the right side?
I shaved this part off. Granted, I didn't.
You should have went with like a half mountain man beard. Like, wait, what?
No, I didn't go to work. It was like literally the last day before I had to go to work where I had to shave it again. I just shaved half my beard, but I didn't really go anywhere that important. I just like kind of went around here, maybe went to the store or whatever, was around family. No one really cared, but I didn't really get a reaction. But again, that might just be because they're used to my shenanigans. I'm used to just
we're tired of your shit. We just
like, RubberDucky. That RubberDucky.
Who else but him?
Who else but me? It's RubberDucky, Ducky.
You never really know what he's gonna do next.
Quack quack.
Yeah.
I bet. Squeak squeak.
Squeak squeak. By the way, someone actually, I was playing Overwatch, and I had this whole conversation with someone on the enemy team, going back messages as we're trying to do the control point. Because of my gamer tag, which is military related, he assumed I was in the military, and we had this whole conversation about the military and this and that. And I'm like, at the end, I was like, I don't know if you realize this yet, but I'm not actually in the military.
Wait, did you fake it for a long time, or
no?
No, he provided information that probably you should only have known if you're in the armed forces.
No, it's not that. It's like he asked, because he saw my gamer tag, which has like a military rank. He asked like, oh, Army or Marines. I said, oh, Marines, because he never asked me if I was in the Marines. He just asked me questions about the Marines that any normal person, if they were interested in the Marines,
would know. Research like a normal person.
You ever kill a man?
No, he asked me like
and have it Mario.
He asked me like, oh, Army or Marines, like, oh, Marines, like, and then he replied like, hoorah, like, what do you think of the MRIs or no MRIs or MREs? I'm like, I
hate tests and shit.
I'm like, they're pretty good. I've had quite a few. It's been like quite a while since I've had one. And then we had this whole conversation, and finally at the very end, I was like, I don't know if you've picked up on this yet, but I'm not actually in the Army. Right. Or I'm sorry, I'm not actually in the Marines. This gamer tag is based off my brother, and then he just never replied after that.
God damn it!
Oh, that's
so embarrassed.
Because he also had like a military kind of gamer tag.
Oh, so you're telling me I should probably change my my gamer tag to loose cannon?
No, you should change it to Nick Cannon.
You're a loose cannon.
The loose cannon cop on the edge, but you've got to sign a new partner, Dojira, who can
baby feet.
Wait, what?
And I'm only a week left from retirement.
I'm too old for this shit. Dude, you're 1,000 years old. Shut up.
He clearly is 1,000 years old. He's also over 1,000 feet tall. And also might be a giant lizard. You don't know.
Okay. I think it's time to end this.
At that point, the dogs are going batshit crazy.
Alright. If you like our shit, feel free to like, subscribe. We'll have a Facebook up eventually. I'm pretty sure I'll have it up by now. I'm here with Smokey, and he is...
Dojira.
And he is...
RubberDucky, and I have burgers.
Where's our shirt, motherfucker?
I don't get any.
I'll molest your music.
What?
My bad. I'll molest your achievements. Bye.
Peace.